Is the Zenfone Max Pro M2 a worthy successor to the Max Pro M1? That's exactly what we're going to find out in this video. Starting off with the display, the notch is much smaller, so we get a slightly bigger display, and the color accuracy is great on the Max Pro M2, so overall a great display. Next, the design. The Max Pro M2 has a plastic back which is polycarbonate and it doesn't look like plastic. It's flashy, and that is a design aspect some people might like and some might not. You might want to put a case on cause the back might get scratched. The notch is much smaller, which is a design aspect most people would appreciate. It has a notification light tucked into the earpiece, which is a clever use of space. This phone is the only phone so far in this segment to incorporate Gorilla Glass 6, which is a unique value proposition that most people would appreciate and also extend the durability of this particular product. Next, the performance. The Max Pro M2 comes with Snapdragon 660, so the performance is really smooth. But compared to other phones, you don't see a huge difference in most cases. But an area where you do notice difference on a grand scale is gaming. In terms of gaming performance, I played PUBG and graphics can be switched to high, and I barely noticed any frame drops, and there weren't any heating issues either, even after an extended period of use. So the Max Pro M2 is a great choice for gamers. Next, when it comes to security, fingerprint scanner has been improved from the Max Pro M1, but it's not the fastest in the segment. There is a slight noticeable delay. This doesn't affect the user experience on a grand scale, just a point that's worth mentioning. Face unlock, on the other hand, works really well. It does unlock the phone quickly and it does so even in dark environments, provided your brightness is turned all the way up. So if you have adaptive brightness, face unlock simply doesn't work. You have to rely on the fingerprint scanner. When it comes to software, the Max Pro M2 comes with Oreo out of the box. Pi update reportedly is coming sometime in January 2019. I personally love the stock Android experience, so I enjoyed using this device. It is so smooth and I did not notice any lag whatsoever. Next, when it comes to cameras, I kept thinking about the Redmi Note 6 Pro because that is the device that I reviewed recently. I like the colors, skin tones, and dynamic range of the Redmi Note 6 Pro pictures compared to the Zenfone Max Pro M2's pictures. Well, there are some people that might think otherwise. They might like the Zenfone Max Pro M2 pictures better, so it really comes down to personal preference. Clearly, the sensor on the Max Pro M2 is capable of taking better pictures, but the camera interface is such a letdown. The implementation is really poor. It takes 2 seconds to process image after it's captured, which is something I noticed very often. And I also had strange issues, like in the case of this selfie, for example. It does shoot good selfies, but if you compare these two selfies, they are taken right after one another. And as you can see on one picture, my eyebrows are completely erased and I did not edit these pictures. These pictures are taken straight out of the camera, untouched. But for some reason, that's what ended up happening. When it comes to selfies, selfies taken in dark with flash lights up the face well, so it's good enough for taking selfies in dark environments. In my experience, camera has been a hit and a miss. Of course, Asus can implement a few software tweaks in order to make the camera better. Hopefully they do that. Next, when it comes to audio performance, the speakers are really loud while maintaining quality. For a single speaker, the audio performance is really good. Coming to battery life is one of Max Pro M2's strongest features. It lasted close to 2 days for me, and if you are a power user, it should comfortably last something like a day and a half. Especially standby times are exceptional on this device. Before I went to sleep, the battery was at 45%, so I went to sleep, woke up after 6 hours, and the battery was still at 45% despite having a few notifications come in during that 6-hour window. So very impressed with the battery performance on the Zenfone Max Pro M2. And now let's talk about pricing. Asus got the pricing absolutely spot on with the Max Pro M2. There is no other phone that offers a wide range of features in this price segment. So for this review, I tested the 4GB RAM variant, and memory management is great until I started adding games like PUBG. So that's when it started quitting apps in the background. So if you absolutely need that 6 gigabytes of RAM, go for that variant, or else The variant with 4 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage is the sweet spot. So that is the variant I see more people would be buying and should be buying if you ask me. The Max Pro M2 has to be the best budget smartphone of the year 2018. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to be notified about my future videos. And as always, thanks a lot for watching.